Hello everyone, and welcome back to A World of Color. If you're new here, I'm Mara Dina, a visual artist working across painting, sculpture and film. There are some days that feel heavy. A kind of still fog settles over everything. Every direction feels unclear, the air thick with inertia. Today was one of those days. I found it hard to enter the studio, to touch canvas, to move the brush. Instead, my spirit asked for something different, a kind of playtime with no stakes. So I gathered some scrap materials, stepped outside, and let nature hold me for a while. There's something in this process of holding material in my hands, of shaping, feeling, responding, that feels so fundamental, so elemental. It's as if creation itself is a way of remembering what it means to be human. To be in dialogue with the world that surrounds us, with the soil and stone, light and air, with the quiet pulse that runs through everything alive. Over time, I've come to believe that we are all so-called artists, all creative beings in one form or another. I believe that something within each of us longs for this dialogue, the act of shaping, tending, noticing. We don't need permission to create. It's written into our being. But for so long we've been told a different story, the story of the genius artist, of a solitary figure touched by some sort of divine inspiration, standing apart from ordinary life and ordinary people. This myth, born out of Western, colonial and patriarchal systems, has built walls around creativity, turning what is natural into something exclusive and silencing the collective voices that once made art a shared language of belonging. In truth, I don't believe creativity was ever meant to be a monument to one person's brilliance. Across the world, in indigenous and ancestral traditions, creation is communal, relational, a conversation with the land, with the ancestors, and with the elements themselves. The Lakota phrase, Mitakuye Oya Sin, means all are related. It reminds us that nothing exists in isolation, not a song, not a sculpture, not a human being. In many Aboriginal Australian cultures, the land itself is seen as alive, dreaming, constantly making and remaking the world. Art is simply a continuation of that dreaming, a way of participating in the ongoing story of life. And perhaps that's the truth that keeps calling us back. That creation isn't something we do, but something we join. Every act of making, whether painting, cooking, planting, or mending something broken, is a small gesture of belonging, a way of listening to the longer conversation of being alive. So today, outside with my hands in gypsum, I remembered that art doesn't have to be monumental. It doesn't have to be beautiful or profound. Sometimes it just has to be honest, and offering a small moment towards aliveness, a reminder that we are all participants in the great creative unfolding of this world. Maybe all of this, the fog, the stillness, the small acts of making, is part of remembering that creation isn't about producing, but about participating. And that even on quiet days when it feels like nothing moves, life is still creating through us. Thank you for being here, for witnessing, for feeling. If this resonates with you, I'd love to know. Leave me a note or simply take a moment to create something of your own today. Until next time, take care and